Hey, it's the Terminian Hero, and we are playing Ratchet Deadlocked. So let's get started here. I want to jump into this quick, just because that's how I always like to start my Let's Plays. Just start in with the gameplay, and we'll talk later. This isn't my first time playing the game, but it's my first time with this memory card. We'll see how long it takes to actually save a file here, because sometimes it's surprisingly long. It seems like creating a file takes a lot longer than just saving over one. That's something I've noticed with these games. Anyways. So here, you notice we have 5 difficulties. And by default, it's set to 2-star here. 2 out of 5. So we've got Couch Potato. So you want to be on Dread Zone. Can you wield a blaster as well as you can handle your remote? Don't worry, we'll give you plenty of ammo and health, and we'll tell those big mean Dread Zone exterminators to go easy on you. Have fun. Contestant. Welcome to Dread Zone, contestant. We'll make sure your weapons are hitting hard and have plenty of ammo, but don't expect any favors. Our exterminators play for keeps. Gladiator. You're one of Dread Zone's finest gladiators. You don't know the meaning of the word, maybe I don't know the meaning. Give me a second to read that. Capitulation. Well, Dread Zone is going to make you wish you stayed in school. The warriors you'll be facing would turn an average contestant into Blargian fungus toast. You'll need cunning strategy and lightning reflexes to survive. And then Hero. Bad guys shake at the sound of your name, and kids wallpaper their rooms with your face. So welcome to the big time. You'll be up against the meanest, deadliest Dread Zone combatants we've got. And they'll all have Carbonox armor. You're not afraid, are you, Hero? Carbonox armor was the strongest armor in Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. I think it was mentioned in Up Your Arsenal as well. I can't quite remember. I know the B2 Brawler is made out of Carbonox armor. But anyways, there's a fifth difficulty down there that we can't access until we've beaten the game. I don't know if that means we need to be on New Game Plus to do that, or if we just need to beat the game and then it'll be available even on non-New Game Plus. I'm not sure. But there's some skill points that require you to be on that 5th. Here I am talking a lot, even though I said I wanted to get into it, but this is the best time to talk about this, so here we are. But yeah, there are some skill points that require you to be on the fifth difficulty, which means that in this playthrough, I'm actually going to show you my New Game Plus, challenge mode playthrough, because that's part of getting everything this time. So anyways, after all that talking I said I wasn't gonna do, let's actually get into it now. We're just gonna go on 2-star, because that's, the default.
Gotcha.
A dramatic conclusion to one of the most exciting episodes of Dread Zone I have ever seen. Captain Starshield, the #1 ranked gladiator, has been terminated by Ace Hardlight. Ace has now eliminated a record 13 contestants in the regular season.
Incoming call from the mayor of Metropolis. The new mayor of Metropolis.
Oh, you mean, right. Just a sec. Greetings, Mayor. No. Well, long time no see. No. So Metropolis still in one piece, huh?
Greetings, Captain. I see you're taking good care of my old ship.
Well, she need a lot of tuning up, but I've kept her running.
Of course. Anyway, I'm afraid I bring bad news. As you know, Captain Starshield disappeared over a month ago. I've just been informed that he's been killed.
Oh my gosh. No.
What happened?
Apparently, he was involved with some kind of illegal combat sport, something called Dread Zone. We believe it was being run by this man, Gleeman Vox. He operates an underground media empire from within the Shadow Sector.
The Shadow Sector?
It's a lawless region of space on the fringe of the galaxy. Many other heroes have disappeared recently, and we fear that they might have met with the same fate. Ratchet, I just wanted to warn you before...
Unidentified craft approaching.
Are you the Lombax known as Ratchet?
I don't suppose you guys are here to fix the starboard engine, huh?
And here we go. Looks like we'd start this game off by being kidnapped. So, as you can tell by the descriptions of the difficulties, we're clearly going to be involved in this combat sport they're talking about.
Yeah?
We've captured Subject 209, Mr. Vox.
Excellent. Bring him in.
Yes, sir. We caught 2 strays in the process. Should we terminate them?
Give him collars and see if you can get some work out of them first.
Hello? Hello in there? Can you hear me? You've been unconscious for hours. You're probably a little disoriented. How many fingers am I holding up? Whoops. Looks like we've got a feedback loop in the visual matrix processor. Hold still a second. How's that? Okay, now to activate your speech function.
Me out of this thing, you blarg-headed frack monkey! I can barely breathe and my tail feels like it's shoved right up my...
There seems to be a problem with the speech circuitry. I'll take a look at it later. Now hold still. Let's just see if I wired that teleportation circuitry right. The new armor you're wearing is standard issue for new contestants.
Contestants?
We will explain later. If you do not complete the qualification course in the allotted time, we will all be terminated. We must calibrate your battlesuit's targeting matrix. First, look over at the holo target on your left.
Alright, so here we are in our little tutorial qualifier.
Calibrate your battlesuit's targeting matrix. First, look over at the holo target on your left.
Qualifying thing where Clank won't shut up, apparently.
We must turn to face the holo target on the right, then fire. Good. Now shoot the holo target above you.
All right, Ratchet. Your movement circuit should be in working order now. Try getting to the top of that ledge.
Alright, so now that I'm allowed to move, maybe they'll stop talking so much and actually let me say something without having to interrupt them. They'll still probably talk a lot, though. There's a lot of talking in this game.
You'll need to double jump to reach that ledge. I am transmitting a digital mini-map representation of the area. Can you see it? The mini-map will show you the positions of nearby enemies. I am reading 3 more holo targets in your vicinity.
Yeah, so we can bring up the map whenever we want and still play when the map is up. So that's cool. It's a lot more action-focused. One thing I'm noticing is that I'm very used to up and down inversion for camera control, but the left and right inversion that's happening right now is throwing me off a little. But I'm sure I'll get used to that pretty quick. I usually get used to that kind of thing pretty quick.
Good, Ratchet. There should be a teleporter nearby that will take you to the next stage of the qualification course.
So, if I pause the game, can it, like, tell me anything about, like, the mission I'm on or whatever?
This is the weapon screen. Here, you can select any weapon you own and modify it. To modify a weapon, select the weapon you want and press X. You will see at the top of the screen the weapons which are available, with the statistics of the weapon just below. Each weapon can equip a powerful Omega modification. These black market upgrades can inflict massive amounts of damage. To add, modify, or change an Omega mod, scroll down to the Omega mod button and press X. The list of available Omega mods will be displayed.
Maybe I should hold off on going into these menus if Clank's just gonna talk non-stop whenever I go to one. Yeah, I couldn't go to the challenges menu anyways, so...
Greetings, hero, and welcome to Dread Zone. Rest assured, you are now far beyond the reach of hope. There will be no rescues, no pardons, no possibility of escape. You are now a contestant on the greatest holovision program that Galaxy has ever known. A celebrity gladiator, battling for the pleasure of 1 billion screaming fans across the Shadow Sector and beyond. Chances are you'll be dead by tomorrow. But those of you who play the game with skill and strategy will earn a chance to win your freedom. So, good luck, hero. We'll be watching you.
Ratchet, I have figured out a way to get information to you without Vox knowing. Pay attention to secret messages at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, so we really don't want to fall into that stuff that, like, kills you, which would probably only just damage you and then teleport you back up here, I think.
At the top of your screen is the experience bar. As you destroy enemies, you gain experience. When the bar is full, you will gain a level, and your nanotech will increase. Tap R2 to switch between recently used weapons.
So yeah, this is our magma cannon, and before we were using these dual Vipers here. We're gonna want to use these weapons a lot rather than using just our melee weapon wrench, since our wrench doesn't level up, but our other weapons do if we use them enough.
Hold R2 or triangle and use the left analog stick to select any weapon.
So yeah, good old quick select. That weapon seems good for these bigger guys. You know, when they're in groups like that, at least.
Note the Deadlocked collar securely fastened around your neck. This collar cannot be broken or removed. Should you stray into any restricted area, the collar will administer an extremely painful shock. Observe.
I hate this job.
Should a contestant become uncooperative or worse, boring, his or her collar can be detonated at any time with the push of a button. Well, there you have it. Nothing to lose your head over, right?
Congratulations, Ratchet. You made it through the qualification course. Check your map. There should be a teleporter nearby. Use the teleporter to meet me back at our Dread Zone containment area.
Look at that map. There's like other areas on it, actually. Awesome. I didn't realize that this tutorial area would be, like, connected to those other areas. Anyways, let's get out of here, I guess. There were, like, other teleporters elsewhere, weren't they? Weren't there? Yeah, because there's, like, those ones over there that didn't do anything before. That's interesting. Well, time to never really come back here unless there's like a battle here or something, which I wouldn't be surprised if there was. That's health. Did he tell us about that yet? I don't know, but that's health. I'll fill up my ammo while I'm here too.
Oh, by the way, you also have the option of using a third-person control scheme. You can change your control scheme in the options menu.
Yeah, there's like a few different control schemes, I think. Yeah, so lock strafe is the default. And then there's like first person and third person. Third person being more like classic Ratchet and Clank games, like, you know, like normal Ratchet and Clank games, basically. But lock strafe is specific to the, it's like the main mode for this game. I think it was available in Up Your Arsenal as well, as was first person. First person was also like a New Game Plus thing in Going Commando. Anyways, let's get out of here.
Wow, this place is crazy. I've always wondered what it'd be like to be a professional gladiator. I mean, these guys have the life, the fame, the money, the babes.
Try not to forget that we are being held prisoner by a criminal organization. This is no time for fantasizing.
Welcome, hero, to your new living quarters. Your luxury containment suite is equipped with everything you will need as a contestant on Dread Zone. Please make yourself comfortable. You'll most likely be spending the rest of your life here.
So here's our new living quarters.
I have marked his location on your map. I think he has something to show you.
And of course, since this is a Ratchet and Clank game, or at least a Ratchet game, we can break stuff for bolts, even here in like the hub area. Looks like there's a weapon here we can buy, but it's a bit too much money for us right now. We can also get a mod here, but again, it's too much money for us.
Ratchet, have you visited Al yet?
They are gonna talk non-stop, aren't they? If you look up, you can see like other people's living quarters as well. So that's pretty cool.
Welcome to the Quasar 0115 Gladiator Ranking Station.
So yeah, here we can see like the leaderboard for this underground game. We can see top is Ace Hardlight. That was the guy who killed Captain Starshield, which we could see was right below him. Deceased. Quaterian X, whoever that is deceased. The Eviscerator is apparently Exterminator status, just like Ace Hardlight. Quasar Flare and Plasma Ray are both deceased. Reactor's an Exterminator. Agent Zero seems to be the only living person that's higher rank than one of the Exterminators. And Agent Zero, remember the Ratchet and Clank series is made by the same people who make Spyro, and there was an Agent Zero in Spyro 2. And there's something else noteworthy about Agent Zero in this game that makes me think that this was supposed to be a reference to Spyro 2, but we'll talk about that later. Shell Shock is another exterminator, the Omega Twins are deceased, and Kid Nova's still alive at least, but we are dead and last with no points since we haven't done anything except the qualifier. And here's our stats.
You should reflect on how terrible you are.
Yeah, so this computer, this computer reacts to how well you're doing in the leaderboard, so it's just gonna insult us a lot for now.
Interesting. According to your size and smell, you should have been removed with the rest of the waste. You are not very good with a weapon, are you? Here to check your rankings? I would not look if I were you. I am surprised you have lasted this long. Get out there and get your stats up, contestant. Are you done yet? With your stats, I am surprised you are alive. Other heroes make fun of your stats. You are furry, much like a captive affection recipient or a pet. Here to check your rankings? I would not look if I were you.
Alright, there's finally a repeat.
I am surprised you have lasted this long. You are not very good with a weapon, are you?
Alright, they're all repeating now. There might be more. There will be more once we get better stats, but yeah, that's one sassy computer. Anyways, we can just keep breaking stuff here. It gives us a very minor amount of bolts, but at least it's something. I won't be going around breaking all of them later. I mean, I'll probably still break some of them later. Okay, so this goes into first person. How do I crouch? Because I want to do this... Yeah, that comic strike. But, like, the crouch button there is the same button as... Because you do the comet strike there while you're crouching. But it's the same button as going first person now, so I've got to, like, press them at the same time if I want to not go in first person. That's a little awkward. Anyways, let's go see Al. I'm on my way, Clank. The physics of me hit...
Hey, Al. Hey, Ratchet. I have something to show you. Meet your new battle bots.
Call me Merc. This here's Green. Hi, sir.
I got them off a former contestant who, won't be needing them anymore.
Don't worry, boss. You won't end up like that last guy. I hope not. I still have nightmares about it. Oh, suck it up, Green.
Once you win a few battles, we can afford to upgrade them. Just come and see me whenever you want to juice them up.
But yeah, the physics of me breaking these didn't make any sense. But yeah, now we have our Clank replacements, Merc and Green. So yeah, this is just a Ratchet game, not a Ratchet and Clank game, because at no point in this game do you play as Clank, and nor is he ever on your back. Anyways, let's see if there's anything we can do for these guys. So, we've got like a shield link thing we could buy if we had enough stuff. paint jobs aren't really important, so even though we can buy one of them, I'm not going to focus on that right now. Same thing with heads. The ones that are free are ones that we already have. So, like, say if I bought this other paint job and then I wanted to switch back, it'd be free. You know, I could just switch between ones that I have whenever I want without paying, basically. So yeah, we want to save up for the shield link and as well as our weapons and mods for us. Yeah, we don't have any Omega mods right now. Alpha mods, we seem to have an ammo mod we could equip to one of our weapons. Increases ammo capacity. And the dual Vipers here already have an aiming mod equipped to them. Increase auto-targeting. But our dual Vipers here can only have one alpha mod right now. And yeah, our magma cannon has an ammo mod equipped, but we have an extra one that we could use. But we don't have enough room to use one. If I wanted to put this... If I wanted to get rid of my Dual Vipers aiming mod, I could end up putting an ammo mod on there instead if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna bother. I'm not too big on, like, customization stuff. I just like going in and playing the game simply, you know? Anyways, equipment. These bots, they've got this Pistol Flux LX, which seems to be their gun. There's this Alpha Ravager, which is another weapon that they have that, you'll see what that does later. Then there's the EMP grenade. So these are all stuff you'll see them do. And then this is Ratchet stuff, his armor here. And his wrench, the Versa Wrench Light, and the Marauder armor. I'll just let the little description on the bottom go by so you can read it if you want. I'm not going to read it out loud, because that seems like it'd cause me more trouble than it's worth. The help log is just, you know, this stuff is just, the help log's telling you the tutorial messages or whatever that we've heard, and, you know, the moves, that's just all, you know, stuff that, the kind of stuff that'd be in a manual. But on the extras here, we have the skill points. We could
I am surprised you have lasted this long.
Looks like we can access the leaderboard from any time, as well as our stats. Cheats, we've got, it looks like the more skill points you get, the more cheats you can use. Skins, we've got Marauder and Alpha Clank, look at that. And it looks like you unlock these by collecting stars. You noticed how on the, when we started the game, when we selected our difficulty, each difficulty had a certain amount of stars. When you complete a challenge on a certain difficulty, you get that amount of stars. Media sounds like stuff we would probably look at in bonus videos. But anyways, skill points. Unlike in other Ratchet & Clank games, the skill points here, you can see what you need to do before you do the skill points, which is nice. But there's a ridiculous amount of skill points in this game. There's 15 skill points per level, like per planet. So that's a lot. Anyways, let's go talk to Clank.
You ever been in country? Seen combat?
Me? Yeah, before I came here, I saw a little action. It didn't end too well. I got my legs blown off. But I was top of my class in boot camp.
Hey, you ought to go say hi to Clank. He's set up on the other side of the containment area. I bet he's lonely.
Yeah, so these characters will just talk about stuff every once in a while. This game has, like, a lot of dialogue, and a lot of it's pretty funny.
Hey, nice digs.
Digs?
I mean, what's all the hardware for?
They call this the Mission Control Room. Each contestant is assigned a mission engineer to monitor their progress.
Right. So what's-his-face figured he'd save a few bolts and make you do it.
All right, fresh meat. Enough chit-chat. You're next up in the Battle Dome, after Mobius Man. And from the way he's fighting, it won't be much longer. Now move it!
Ratchet, I will assist you any way I can.
Thanks, Clank. These guys obviously don't know who they're messing with.
So yeah, we're here at the whole Battle Dome living quarters area, but to actually go...
Report to the Battle Dome transport shuttle immediately. Failure to comply will result in termination.
But yeah, to actually go to the missions here, we want to go to this vehicle.
Greetings, hero or heroine. We thank you for choosing Vox Airways for your traveling needs. We do hope you have a pleasant flight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our in-flight entertainment, courtesy of the Vox Network.
Something you should know. I'm not a real tyrannoid.
Will you lose your lunch if you have to watch one more reality dating show? Is your blogs gone wild, video scratched from overuse? Then it's time to turn that dial to something a little more dangerous. Time for some real action. It's time to blow it up! That's right, it's time for Dread Zone, the galaxy's #1 uncensored, unethical, and completely underground combat sport. Blasting straight at you, live from the Battle Dome. And now, on pay-per-view, watch as Ratchet and Clank take on Ace Hardlight and the Exterminators. They save the galaxy 3 times over, but how long can they survive in the zone? Catch it live, right here, on Vox.
Oh, and that is it for Mobius Man, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Eviscerator's 4th victim already this season. Next up, we have, let's see here, Ratchet? Yeah, I never heard of him. Well, he's probably just intermission material, folks, but don't worry, we have Grey Thunder and Hydro Girl coming up later, so stay tuned to Dread Zone. Well, here he is. He's a little guy, isn't he? Well, don't bother getting up for drinks, folks. This guy won't last 2 rounds.
We'll see.
Dread Zone fans, this is it. Let's introduce our first contestant. He's a Lombax. He spent time in prison. He hates candy and children. Let's hear it for Ratchet and Team Darkstar.
Yeah, so Vox here is clearly a parody of Fox from back when they were first founded and they were all edgy.
I guess I didn't calibrate that bot correctly. Go ahead and press the down directional button to initiate the auto repair sequence. You can do this anytime a bot becomes too damaged to continue. You can press the down directional button at any time to make your bots regroup to your position.
There we go, I got a skill point just like that. You'll be getting a lot of those by accident. So here we go, off to another arena in the Battle Dome. We'll be seeing this place a lot. This specific part of the Battle Dome is where a lot of the big fights happen. Alright, so I ended up getting hit a bit there.
Remember to use your wrench if you are low on ammunition.
Ow, let me away, please. I'll switch my weapon. I didn't realize I was low on ammo. And I'm not super used to this control scheme, because I'm more used to how Ratchet and Clank usually controls, especially having Clank on my back, so I can get away from things quickly. Let me get my ammo back, please. And I'm dead. Okay. On my first attempt, I was really focusing on just using one weapon, because I was thinking of the skill points. Because let's look at some of them. Destroy 5 blade balls in 15 seconds. And that's the only one we got. I was pretty sure there was a skill point for, like... Oh, that's on a specific challenge. That's why I didn't get that one. Okay, well, in that case, I'm not gonna focus on just using the same weapon. I knew there was a challenge for using the same weapon for a bunch of enemies, and I was really confused as to why I wasn't getting it. And that's what led to me running out of ammo when I was surrounded by enemies. Going for skill points can definitely screw you up. But trust me, I don't play that bad normally. I just was not ready. I was not ready to run out of ammo. But lesson learned, just pay more attention to that and it'll be easy. One concern I have about this game is just not knowing when to talk, since the characters talk a lot. Also, you can definitely destroy that ship, and I want to, but it always gets away. I just got another skill point for some reason. Kinda curious what for. What was it called? I don't want to check the skill points every time I get one, but... kill 5 tremors with the magma cannon in 20 seconds. Cool. Yeah, so we'll check that every once in a while. We're not gonna check it every time we get a skill point. I have been using this weapon a lot, so I gotta keep an eye on my ammo. Doesn't look like there's any more enemies, so we can just go turn this bolt crank.
Ratchet, my scanners show an extremely deadly 70mm stalker turret ahead of you. You need to get behind cover immediately. The shields on that turret are impenetrable. You will have to use an EMP to take them down. Command your bot to toss out an EMP by pressing the left directional button. Excellent work, Ratchet. Now that you have survived the qualification course, you will be allowed to join us back at our containment area. Defeating enemies automatically upgrades your Dread Zone weaponry and improves your maximum nanotech level.
Thanks for giving me both messages at once. I leveled up my health at the same time as at the same time as finishing the challenge. And I think that glitched it out, because I don't hear the victory music right now. That's kind of funny. And we've unlocked a new planet, Catacrom 4.
Let's keep this quick, Vox.
Oh, well, far be it from me to keep the superstar exterminator from his busy social schedule. I just have one question for you.
Okay, shoot.
Would you like to buy an Ace Hardlight video game? How about an Ace Hardlight lunchbox? Action figures, movie rights, collectible trading cards? Ace Hardlight is the perfectly manufactured celebrity, straight from the presses of the Gleeman Vox Media empire. So tell me, why is it that I can't give this stuff away?
Well,
Don't answer that. Let me take a wild guess. It's because my fans can't stand Ace Hardlight! He's a pompous with the charisma of bloggy and nut cheese!
So, what are you saying, exactly?
Zip it, Wonder Boy! The little Billies and Susies of the world are spending 1 trillion bolts a day on worthless swag, and I'm completely cut out of the market! Either you start selling this junk, or I'll find someone who will! Now get out of my sight!
Ratchet, you need to choose where you are going to compete next.
How about we stay here? So we've just done the Marauder Tournament, I guess, which is our qualifier, not counting the tutorial qualifier. But there's also dread challenges whenever you complete a campaign. So we completed the Marauder campaign. Now we have dread challenges for that, with 2 missions here, Grist for the Mill and the Big Sleep. There were definitely 2 skill points for Grist for the Mill.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise. It's time to kill or be killed in the Annihilator round. Ratchet must survive under relentless attack from wave after wave of lethal enemies.
Awesome, I destroyed one of those ships, and it looks like... I don't think that actually was a skill point. I think Skillful was a skill point for defeating enough enemies without taking damage. Specifically on this mission.
Go to a friend's house.
Yeah, Dallas and Juanita's commentary, we're gonna hear them repeat the same.
Folks, you sell the sizzle, and Ratchet is hot.
We're gonna hear them repeat the same lines over and over again a lot, but they're good lines, so it's fine. But at least for now, I have to not talk over them until they're lines that we've actually heard. It'll be nice when I can talk freely. I'm still feeling a little bit slow with the controls, probably because of, like, you know, I'm used to up and down being inverted, but not left and right, and now it's like, now I'm kind of screwing up and down just because I know that left and right is off or something. I don't know, somehow it's confusing me a little bit, but it's not bad enough that I'm failing, aside from, you know, that one time that I failed. But that was more because I ran out of ammo when I was too close to enemies. Because 1, I wasn't paying attention to my ammo, and 2, I'm not used to not having Clank on my back to help me get out of danger quickly. So, we can go straight to the skill points from here. Great. Yeah, so skillful, in the challenge, grist for the mill, kill 10 enemies in a row with the same weapon. Fever? That's not fever, that's fiver. In the challenge, grist for the mill, kill 5 enemies without taking any damage. Oh, so it was the opposite. These two skill points were the opposite of what I thought. And these skill points are for the Battle Dome as a whole, not just the Marauder Tournament, so there's some of these we won't be able to do yet. Eagle Eye, complete any challenge with an accuracy above 75%, so we've done that. And we haven't done any of the other stuff, some of which we can't do yet, but it doesn't look like there's anything specific to the thing that we're about to do, being the big sleep. Yeah, these all have descriptions. Advanced Qualifier. This challenge is specifically designed to familiarize new contestants with the features of their battlesuit and their robot allies. It also doesn't hurt to see if they'll look good on Holovision. It's all about the ratings, baby. Grist for the mill. This is the standard weed out regimen for beginning gladiators. Footage from this challenge ends up on blooper reels during the prestigious 2 a.m. time slot. And the big sleep. The very air turns against our contender in this, our most requested battle. Our triple-patented Dread Zone sleeper gas will slowly drain Ratchet's health as he fights. Can Team Darkstar take down an entire robot platoon before the toxic fumes turn their lights out for good? So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing next here. Our health is gonna drain.
It's time to get silent but deadly!
Oh, please! Open a window!
Don't get excited, Juanita. I'm talking about the gas round, where Ratchet must defeat all the enemies before the toxic fumes snuff him out. Oh, baby, I love that smell.
I like how they have lines specific to certain challenges.
Interesting fact, folks, Dread Zone started out with 2 guys fighting over a breakfast burrito, and the rest is history. Ratchet's got this match on.
And there's our first weapon level up.
Ice, ladies and gentlemen. The juice is cold, and the generic Brand X gelatin is definitely jiggling.
These guys are such great commentators.
Some gladiators just can't handle their gas.
Fox has designed his weapons to gain experience as you use them, which allows them to be upgraded. Upgraded weapons not only do more damage, but can be modified.
Alright, I'd like to use this one more so I can upgrade this one too. You can upgrade your weapons up to level 10 prior to challenge mode in this game. And then once you reach challenge mode, you can level them up all the way up to like 99 or 100. But once you get to the challenge mode levels, they become much quicker and easier to level up. Like the ultimate weapon in the game gets to the point where you only have to fire it once to level up. It's actually pretty great. Anyways, we completed all those challenges.
This is the interplanetary transport. It will take you to Dread Zone battle courses on other planets. It travels on a planned course. Any tampering with the nav computer causes the ship to explode.
Yeah, so that ship brings us to other planets. Let's check our rank quick.
Interesting. According to your size and smell, you should have been removed with the rest of the waste.
Well, it's still pretty low, but at least we have points. Let's see if there's anything we can buy here. There's ammo we can buy. Okay, we can afford both of these, it looks like. The B6 Obliterator and the Acid mod. Sarathsonian Swamp. Okay, yeah, Sarathos is from this game. I was mixing it up with Sargasso, and I'm like, what? Sargasso's from the PS3 games. I was just looking at that description of the Acid mod there. Anyways, let's buy both of these. I think. No, maybe... Oh, how much was... I'm just worried because I think that a skill point that's coming up soon might require me to have my bots upgraded. But also, we're going to be doing challenge mode anyways, so it doesn't really matter if I'm ready for those sorts of things, since we can just finish those off in challenge mode. So yeah, let's buy both of these. Configure mods? Sure. Now that we've leveled up our magma cannon here, we have room for one more alpha mod, but it comes with that alpha mod, which was an impact mod. Increases knockback to enemies. This mod equips each ammo round with thousands of nano-scale anti-gravity repulsor particles. You can't even fit that the description of what that is in the line there. These particles create a small concussion wave upon impact, thus knocking the target further away from you. Man, you scroll slowly. That was painful. Anyways, then we also have the B6 Obliterator here, which is basically, you know, you throw an explosion. Nice. So we'll see that next time.
Select any Omega mod which is available for that weapon, and then press X to equip it. That Omega mod will now always work with that weapon until you change it or take it off. Use it wisely. Once you have purchased a new Omega mod, it can be equipped if your weapon supports it. Remember, some weapons are not compatible with certain Omega mods. Take some time to configure your weapon mods. Proper use of your mods will greatly improve the firepower of your weapons.
Alright, so we've got the Acid mod. And the Omega mods can work on, like, all your weapons or whatever. So, since the Acid mod is the only Omega mod we have, there's no reason not to equip it to all our weapons. If you hit someone with a weapon that has an Acid mod that just does damage over time, like poison in an RPG. So yeah, everything's got an Acid mod now. I don't know, maybe there's like a skill point that requires you to not use those mods, but we definitely don't have the money to afford this. I want to say it was 1,005. Wait, 15,000? Yeah, 15,000. And no other stuff is available either that wasn't here before.
They are very hard to distinguish.
So yeah, that is gonna be it for this video. In the next video, I don't believe this will automatically go to the next planet if I go here. Yeah, so in the next video, we'll go to Catacrom 4. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.